Am I the a-hole for calling my fiance delusional and not letting him punish my son? Y'all, this one is crazy. My fiance is 40 male and I'm 36 female. We've been together for 2 years. I have 3 kids from a former marriage, 7, 11, and 14. My fiance loves them and treats them as his own, but he constantly complains about certain behaviors and says that the kids lack some forms of discipline. I never understood what he meant, but mind you, he's a teacher and can take the whole discipline thing a bit. I noticed that he's been doing some tests lately to see how they act in certain situations. For example, he once left his journal lying around to see if any of my kids would snoop. He would also leave money lying around to see who would take it, or even lie saying who wants Skittles to see if any of the kids would come to him downstairs. The recent one that I wasn't aware of till later was yesterday. He told the kids that he lost $1 from his pocket, and he offered $10 to whoever finds it. The kids began searching the house for an hour. My 7 and 11-year-old couldn't find a thing, but my 14-year-old went to my fiance and told him he found the dollar and gave it to him. Turns out my fiance didn't lose any money and lied about the dollar to see how the kids would react. My son obviously had failed because he pretended to have found the dollar, but in reality, he had took it from his allowance and gave it to my fiance hoping that he would get the $10. My fiance said that because of my son's dishonesty and greed, he'll punish him by taking all his allowance for the month, as well as electronics being taken away for a week. I got into an argument with him and called him delusional because those mind games were getting ridiculous. And besides, it's not like my son stole anything from him. He just failed his stupid test, and kids make mistakes and learn. He still talked about how this is about principles and that he's trying to teach my kids, how to become decent adults. I thought this had gone too far. I refused to let him punish my son, and now he's calling me an enabler and said that this attitude won't be much help when we get married because it undermines his authority as the parent and enables unacceptable behaviors from my kids. He said, and I quote, "I will not tolerate having greedy and dishonest individuals living under my roof." So am I the a-hole?